Success isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Ever wonder how some people effortlessly rise above challenges? Their secret has nothing to do with luck or talent, and it might just change how you see success forever. A new grocery store opened on my street recently, and I went there often. One day I spent nearly $50 and asked the owner if he could throw in a free lighter. He said no. "This is a small business," he explained, "and even a lighter costs me money." I didn't argue, but I never went back. Later, when I was taking driving lessons, I made a habit of bringing fruit for my instructor. This instructor was notoriously strict with his students, but not with me. He never raised his voice and even let me practice a little longer than everyone else. During summer break, my nephew worked as a trainee at a restaurant. What took most people 4 or 5 years in the kitchen, he mastered in just a few months. Why? Because the chefs never had to buy their own wine after he started working there. At my apartment complex, I always hand the security guard a bottle of water whenever I see him. My wife once asked, "Why bother? You're already paying for parking." I just smiled. No matter how late I get home, I always have the best parking spot. Yesterday, my wife closed a deal on a luxury villa and earned an $8,000 commission. She came home and said, "I want to treat my co-workers to dinner so they won't feel jealous." I told her, "Forget the co-workers. Take your client out instead." A few days later, that client referred her to someone else, and she earned another $12,000 commission. My cousin is a hard-working but straightforward guy, and his career was going nowhere. I advised him, every time you visit your boss's house, bring 2 bottles of good wine. After some time, his boss entrusted him with a small project to test his abilities. The project earned him $12,000, and he gave half of it back to his boss. Encouraged, he kept giving thoughtful gifts and staying close to his boss. Within a year, he earned $120,000. To thank his boss for the mentorship, he gifted back 50% of his earnings. From then on, he became his boss's most trusted employee. In his second year, he earned $240,000. What took his boss 20 years to build, my cousin achieved in less than 2. At that point, it felt like the boss was working for him. One of the most overlooked secrets to success is the psychology of giving. It's an open secret, but only a few truly understand its essence. In a world where relationships matter more than ever, those who master the art of giving are destined for success. The way you give reflects how far you'll go. In a society that values connection and kindness, even a small understanding of human behavior can make everything fall into place. This world doesn't belong to the wealthy or the powerful. It belongs to those who understand people. Money and power may shift, but human nature is timeless. As the old saying goes, never harbor ill intentions toward others, but always guard yourself against them.